Material latent defects, when you're selling your home, you need to understand material latent defects so you know what you have to disclose and what you don't have to disclose. So first off, a material latent defect is a defect in your property that is not easy to find. It would not be discoverable on a reasonable inspection. So this could be, a leaky foundation that only leaks part of the year, or it could be if you know that there's a problem that is underneath carpet or behind drywall that's not easy for someone to find. Now, there are two definitions of material latent defects. One that we talk about in another video, that's the RECA, the Real Estate Council of Alberta's definition. And these are like very, very dangerous kind of things that are dangerous or potentially dangerous for an occupant, things that would let you not live in the property. And those things, the Real Estate Council said, real estate agents are required to disclose. You can't not disclose them. They would have to not act for you to sell your home if you said don't disclose them. More often we see material latent defects that are more benign. They're problematic and might have costs associated with fixing them, but they're not going to be potentially life-threatening or keep you from living in a house in a safe manner. So these will be like the little things that a seller knows about, because you can only disclose things that you're aware of, and it's going to be something that's, again, not easy to find. In 2016, the contract that was used by most real estate agents was modified. And that modification changed all of our understanding and our rules that had developed over years as to what a material latent defect was. Before 2016, there was no specific definition in the contract, and so the court defined it over time where someone sued somebody else and the court said, yes, this is considered a material latent defect, or, oh, no, this is not a material latent defect. And we'd go through your specific subject matter and look to see if that was something the court said is a material latent defect. Now that we have a definition in the contract, that overrules those old definitions that the court had created over time. Now it has to be something that affects the use or the value of the property, and unfortunately, almost anything can affect the value of the property. So people will ask about like unnatural deaths in a home, or if there's a potential that the hot water tank's going to go because you saw some rust come out, but it only sometimes comes out. Or again, the example of a leaky basement that only leaks in spring, but you're selling the house in the fall, so the person couldn't find out that there was this problem. These are all things that you would be required to disclose, and if you choose to disclose them, it has to be in writing and in the contract. An email doesn't count disclosing a material latent defect, text messages, telling them in person. It has to be in your actual purchase contract so that it's very clear to everyone. If you choose not to disclose a material latent defect, and it's not one of the ones that RECA says you have to do, then your potential threat is the person discovers there's a problem, that you knew about it, and sues you for damages for the cost of fixing it. So you want to make sure that whatever the situation is, that you're very aware of your legal position, what the potential outcome of being sued is or not being sued, and then make an informed choice as to if you want to disclose that material latent defect or not. Sometimes you can choose, sometimes you can't, but most important for any individual selling their home is that they make that choice with a full knowledge base so that they can do it in a way that's right for them.